Running is so unique amongst all other sports because the soul of it is, of course, the sport. Track and field and cross country and road racing and endurance racing and the like. But it is absolutely primal. Why do 50,000 people line up and run the New York Marathon? Why are 10,000 people coming out at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning to run a 10K? There's something communal about running, and it gathers everyone, fast and slow, young and old. There's nothing like running out there.
We all have this innate desire to run. From the moment we walk, we want to run. And I think we're really here to kindle that passion for that innate desire. The role that Brooks plays in helping foster the transformative nature of the run really is around celebrating what running is in people's lives and enabling them through our product to run better, further, faster, farther, whatever their goals are.
I think what's unique about the run or running is that, it can be a social activity, but at the end of the day, it's all about your personal drive. Running gives confidence to everybody, whether you're at your highest peak in life from a professional athlete perspective, or you're just a health and wellness person that's getting out walking or running every single day. The confidence that you see in people after they finish a race or after they've trained for something is immense.
Brooks exists to inspire people to run and be active. It's just part of who we are, and it's truly why we exist. It's our purpose, and it's what gives all the work we do meaning. And frankly, it's the energy and the spirit behind our brand that's either going to be authentic or not. And runners are looking for an authentic brand that they're going to align with over time. So that purpose isn't esoteric. It's fundamental to why we exist as a company.
When I'm inspired, I believe anything can happen. So I want to bring that same positive force and that inspiration to everybody I interact with about running or the brand. So ultimately, it's a call to action to share the love of the run.
It's really at the runner level where I get excitement, because that feeds our brand. And inspire people to run and be active is driven by our sport. It's not driven by a brand necessarily, it's driven by the people in the sport.
We want to connect with people emotionally and meaningfully, and we celebrate that. And so running happier is truly in our DNA, and that's what we want to bring to people.
The run can absolutely transform lives. I think when we see people, get great value and satisfaction out of a run, joy and happiness, we see them fall in love with our products and appreciate them and tell their friends about it. And we get their letters on how our products and running has changed their lives. It's incredibly inspiring.
So I have what's called a St. Jude mechanical valve. It's about the size of a quarter, and it's the aortic valve. It's going off the function of the heart, and it ticks. So I've got this tick that you can actually hear if you're up close. I was born with what's called aortic stenosis, a problem with the valves in your heart. So my aortic valve, when I was born, wasn't opening quite right. And I've had 4 open heart surgeries. And so this last open heart surgery was a doozy. The surgery lasted 14 hours. The only thing I can really recall is that right before going in, my father-in-law came in and he said, Can I get you anything? And I said, yeah, you can get me, and I was being funny, and I said, you can get me some running shoes. And I said, I'd like to try out the Go 6. There's only 2 things I could see when I woke up. I was still on anesthesia, but I could see the calendar. I wasn't sure if the date was right because it had been, 8 days. And then I could see those pair of running shoes just kind of looking at me. And I kept looking at those things thinking, I'm gonna walk out of here with those things. If it kills me, I'm gonna walk out. The head nurse said, well, we'll wheel you out of here in a wheelchair. I couldn't do it. you know. And, I actually felt strong enough to walk out, and I said, I'll walk out. I walked in, I'm going to walk out. I've never ran a marathon, but I know a lot of people say that once they've hit that finish line, it's the greatest feeling. But to walk out in your Brooks running shoes into the car after being on dialysis and life support for 8 days, a 14-hour surgery, it's the best feeling in the world. I run because it makes me feel happy. You know, running saved my life. You know, the surgeon said if you weren't in such great shape, you probably wouldn't have made it. And so after 4 open heart surgeries, it just gives me the motivation just to be the very best that I can be. You know, I'm not a professional athlete, obviously, and there's a lot faster runners. But I keep running because it's part of who I am.